Naruto as a series has a lot of misconceptions. A lot of misconceptions that a lot of fans wholeheartedly believe. And one of those common misconceptions is that the fight between Naruto and Sasuke was actually close, and that Naruto was actually trying to kill Sasuke in that final battle. However, that isn't the case at all. And I truly believe that anyone that actually thinks that didn't understand the point of this story. And that's why today we're talking Naruto definitively defeated Sasuke at the final valley. But before we get into anything, guys, please, for me, like this video, subscribe to the page, and hit that noti bell. Alright, so getting right into it, we obviously know that Sasuke was at his absolute most powerful at that point in time. He had unlocked his 6th Tomoe Rinnegan, and after fighting Kaguya, he fully understood the true magnitude of those abilities. So much so that he very quickly started to utilize them instantly to trap all of the tailed beasts within Chubaku Tensei, and then start to drain all of their chakra, making him a pseudo 10 Tails Jinchuriki. So at this point in time, Sasuke not only has the power of the Rinnegan, has the power of the Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan, but also has the power of 9 other tailed beasts. And his goal at this point is to first kill Naruto, and then he is going to move on and slaughter all the other Kage and become this Shadow Kage of the darkness, and become the one true being of hatred, to unify the entire world. And to Sasuke, that requires him being this incredibly horrible person. This incredibly horrible person who relies on hatred and fear to ensure that no one fights amongst each other ever again. And throughout the entire battle against Naruto at the final valley, Sasuke is trying to kill Naruto the entire time. He is utilizing all of his most deadly jutsu virtually immediately. He utilizes Almighty Push. He utilizes Chidori. He utilizes Heavenly Hand Power multiple times. He also utilizes not only Amaterasu, but also Kagatsuchi. Actually, a move that we've never seen him utilize before and never seen him utilize again, where he actually surrounds himself in Amaterasu flames. And he, in this moment, was able to pierce through not only Naruto's shadow clones, but even Naruto himself. And although Naruto was saved by his absurd healing factor, it was very apparent that Sasuke wasn't holding anything back. Sasuke's true motivation in this moment was to make sure Naruto did not walk away from that battle. Naruto was his last connection to humanity, the last thing tying him down. And in his mind, Naruto is his last true weakness. However, on the flip side, Naruto doesn't want to kill Sasuke. Naruto's ultimate goal isn't to murder Sasuke to ensure the peace of the world. In fact, that would go against Naruto as a character, Naruto as a story, and Naruto's principles overall. Naruto's true goal is to combat the hatred within Sasuke. And in order to do that, he doesn't need to murder Sasuke. He doesn't need to beat Sasuke to a pulp until Sasuke can't move anymore. No, he needs to take everything Sasuke has. Take every attack that Sasuke can muster. Take all of his might on, and yet still be standing before Sasuke ready to fight. Take on all that hatred, and yet still show that he remains the one person who won't give up on Sasuke. The one person who still has the resolve left to stand up against Sasuke. Not to murder Sasuke, but to show him that there's a better way. And this is even teased to us when Naruto and Sasuke clash after the 5 Kage summit. Naruto literally says to Sasuke that Sasuke needs to save all of that hate, that he needs to direct all of that hatred, all of that anger, and all of that pain towards Naruto. Naruto is the only one who can take on all that hate, who can take on all that pain. So if Naruto was just trying to murder Sasuke in this moment to stop him from killing all the Kage, it would go against everything Naruto stands for as a character. Naruto doesn't want to prove that he's superior to Sasuke. He doesn't want to prove that his power surpasses anything Sasuke could ever do. He doesn't want to threaten Sasuke into doing the right thing. Instead, he wants to truly show Sasuke that there's a better way. And the only way to do that is by showing Sasuke that no matter what you're going to try to do, I am going to be right here by your side. Either by your side, helping you out, or I am going to be standing in your way. But standing in your way doesn't mean trying to kill you. Standing in your way might mean trying to stop you from doing something that you will later regret. And I do believe that if Sasuke continued the course he was on, he would have ultimately regretted killing all the 5 Kage, killing Naruto, his one and only true friend. But going even further into the actual fight, there are a lot of things that Naruto just realistically doesn't utilize in this battle. Yes, he utilizes his Truth Seeker Orbs, however, he does this in a defensive measure. And as far as his offensive abilities, he only realistically uses any of them to counter one of Sasuke's attacks, to make sure the attacks get cancelled out. Like when Sasuke utilizes Indra's arrow. That's when Naruto decides to combine multiple versions of Kurama, who are also gathering nature energy to create a 3-headed, 27-tailed Kurama and launch attacks to cancel out Sasuke's most broken ability, an ability that he could only utilize thanks to absorbing chakra from all of the tailed beasts. However, that being said, we never actually see Naruto utilize his jutsu in an offensive manner. He doesn't pull out his myriad of different Kekkei Genkai, his different versions of the Rasengan, to utilize in an offensive manner against Sasuke. He also doesn't use any of his ranged attacks against Sasuke, whether that be his wind-style Rasen Shuriken, his lava-style Rasen Shuriken, his tailed beast bomb Rasen Shuriken, or his myriad of different tailed beast chakra-infused Rasen Shuriken that he uses against Kaguya. These are all absurd attacks that if they had hit Sasuke, they probably would have done a lot of damage to him. However, they also could have very well killed him, because at this point in time, Kaguya had a higher durability than Sasuke, and Naruto definitely knew that at this point. And as I mentioned earlier in the video, Naruto's true goal in this fight was never to kill Sasuke. That wasn't what he wanted. If he truly wanted to kill Sasuke in this battle, I think this fight would have been over a lot quicker. Naruto wouldn't have lost his arm, and a lot of the final valley actually wouldn't have been destroyed, because that final clash would have never happened. Sasuke wouldn't have gotten the chance to fire off Indra's arrow in that moment. He wouldn't have been able to charge up his chakra utilizing the Rinnegan and the tailed beast that he had trapped. And then on the flip side, if you look at Sasuke, he uses every single absurd ability that he has. As I already mentioned, he utilized Amaterasu. He utilized Flame Control. He also utilized multiple versions of the Chidori. He utilized Almighty Push. He utilized the ability to absorb ninjutsu, and he used multiple attacks within his Susanoo. He started firing off multiple arrows at Naruto in his Susanoo. He fully formed his perfect Susanoo and went on the attack, and at that point, that is when Naruto broke out his Kurama avatar, once again showing us that Naruto is only interested in combating whatever attack Sasuke tries to employ in that moment. Sasuke at one point is even on the ground, and Naruto is over top of him, and Sasuke, while in his Susanoo, decides to activate Kirin. And although Naruto is obviously protected from this move, because at this time he is too in his Kurama avatar form, the attack still hits Naruto. And although it doesn't do any fatal damage to him, you can see in that moment, Sasuke was definitely trying to kill Naruto. Over the course of this entire battle, everything Sasuke does is to inevitably kill Naruto. Whereas on the flip side, there is not a single action that Naruto takes over the course of this entire fight that shows that Naruto is trying to kill Sasuke. Naruto is simply trying to take every single attack that Sasuke has and either tank it or cancel it out with Naruto's own attack. This is why Naruto is really never shown to go on the offensive in this battle, unless it is when Naruto is utilizing taijutsu against Sasuke. Every single clash that they have is initiated by Sasuke, especially when it comes to imploring all their different jutsu. So if this were a fight with versions of each character that are both bloodlusted, that are both trying to kill the other, I think Naruto would very easily kill Sasuke in that moment. And not only that, I do believe if the two characters fought 10 times out of 10, I believe that a bloodlusted Naruto would win that battle 8 to 9 times out of 10. Versus in this scenario, Naruto probably wins this 6 out of 10 times, which again is still giving him the majority, but it does show how this battle is that much closer. And that's why the inevitable clash at the end is so important. And it symbolizes what Naruto was truly trying to do, even sacrificing part of himself simply to stop his friend from doing something he'd regret, stopping his friend from succumbing to the hatred and the pain that Naruto almost fell victim to multiple times. And it's also why it's such a closer fight when Naruto is clearly holding back, because his ultimate goal is just to take every single crazy attack and all of Sasuke's hatred upon himself, cancel out the attacks that he can, and create a win state for himself that is only possible when Sasuke simply admits he can't fight any longer, when he simply admits that Naruto was right. And that is what inevitably happens. However, Sasuke in those moments has way more win states that he could theoretically create if he had the power to do so. All he needs to do is ensure that Naruto is dead. And there are a lot of different ways he could do this. However, that's only in theory. Actually putting it into practice is where Sasuke would struggle. And that's why he ultimately loses more times than not when it comes to a battle against Naruto, even a version of Naruto who is clearly holding back. But like I mentioned a little bit earlier in this video, if hypothetically Naruto was out for blood in that moment, he would have been able to kill Sasuke a lot earlier on, and he also wouldn't have had to sacrifice one of his arms to do so. Because again, Naruto only did that because he's trying to nullify and cancel out every insane attack that Sasuke is throwing at him, to ensure that Sasuke sees that Naruto will always be there to stop him and snap him out of whatever rage he is in. He will always be there to save Sasuke from Sasuke's greatest enemy, hatred itself. That's a big overarching theme in Naruto as a story. But I'm interested to hear from all of you. Do you agree that Naruto was holding back in that final fight? Or do you think Naruto was going all out and Sasuke was just that insanely powerful by that point? Let me know in the comments below. And while you guys are down there, please, for me, like this video, subscribe to the page, and hit that noti bell. And I'll see all of you in the next video. Goodbye.